Hey everyone, John Picinic here. We're here today at Esparzas in Grapevine, Texas. Esparzas is known for their Tex-Mex, but they're notorious for their margaritas. This is a great place to come and have a good time and enjoy a great meal. And I gotta tell you, we love this place. We come here often. It's a great place to come. So if you're in Dallas, Fort Worth, and you landed and you need a place to get some Tex-Mex, this is the place to come. Now, they're also known, they're the margarita capital of Texas, and they're notorious for their margaritas. So you've got to try one of those while you're here as well. Here today, we've got Stephen Brown. Stephen Brown is the owner of Esparzas here Restaurant, and he's here to tell us a little bit about Esparzas, about the history, the how, the what, all that good stuff. So tell us a little bit how this got started.
Well, I got started in the restaurant business when I was 15 years old. I got a job bussing tables at a Mexican restaurant that wasn't far from my parents' house, so I could walk to work. And I ended up staying with that family, the Ojeda family. They're still in Dallas. They've been in business over 50 years. I worked in just about every position you could work in. I ended up being a waiter, a cook, a bartender, a host, an assistant manager. But at some point, you really want to do it for yourself, right?
Yeah,
make
absolutely.
money for somebody else, or you can make money for yourself. So
absolutely.
Fast forward about 10 years, 1985, I find this little old house in Grapevine, Texas, and I think, man, I can make something happen here. I fell in love with the house, didn't know much about Grapevine, turned out to be a fantastic choice.
Absolutely.
I've been here for 37 years this May. My volumes are higher than they've ever been. We had a record year in 2021, but we're setting record sales. Downtown Grapevine is a buzz. If you come to my restaurant, you can spend a whole day in Grapevine and not run out of things to do.
That's true.
Yeah.
It is. There's so much to do. There's so many antiques stores, from old-time antique stores. It's a pretty cool little street.
So what my bartender just poured for us here is what we call the Iceberg. It's called the Iceberg because it's a 23-ounce glass of Dos Equis, but they float about 5 ounces of frozen margarita on top, hence the name Iceberg. It's very refreshing. It's the middle of January, it's really cold outside, but this is extremely popular when it's warm outside because it's so cold and refreshing. And if you love margaritas and you love beer and you can't decide, here you go. It's all in one glass.
It's always nice to hear stories coming from the beginning and up. Instead of something being handed to you,
Sure.
You took what you learned and you just experienced more and more as you got older into this business, and you wind up opening a business, and it's a successful one. Everybody loves this place. Every time I talk about Tex-Mex and Grapevine, it's like, oh, you gotta go to Esparzas. So what drives you at this point, now that you're at this success? What's your next stop?
I wake up every day. I enjoy what I do for a living, so it's not really a job to me. It's the only thing I know, so I'm motivated to keep it going.
That's great.
Right? Because I don't know who I would work for if I had to work for somebody else. So
And we don't see that in the future.
not at this point. I actually have probably 15 employees that have been with me over 20 years. My two co-general managers are brothers, JD and Gabriel Diaz. They started with me as busboys.
Wow.
And they worked themselves, and now they're running a $6 million a year business.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, they know the business from the bottom up.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, we had chatted briefly today, and we talked about some local food that you get here in the Grapevine area. Name a couple things that you get here local.
I've always, over the years, tried to do business with other small independents.
That's great.
Because as an independent, it's
Yourself,
hard.
yeah.
It's hard to compete with the big boys.
Yeah.
So everybody from my pest control company to my produce company, a lot of different guys that are the guys I used to buy groceries from back in the day. They started their own company based on my single account and then grew it. They ended up selling it.
Wow.
But I always try to do business with other smaller independents.
Yeah,
because I don't
awesome.
do business with buildings. I do business with people.
That's good, and it's nice to get that support back from the same people you give the support to.
Right.
And that's what makes this go around, and it keeps working that
Yeah.
way. I think it's great, Steven. I think you got a great thing going here. I got to walk through some of this today, and I got to tell you, that place was spotless. I mean, into the kitchen, out to the hallway, and met one of your managers, Israel. Super nice guy, and I'm just honored to be able to do this with you. And so we're honored to be able to help support you at the same time. You guys got a great thing going here. I'd like to go inside now and check out some of the kitchen area, how they're prepping. Is that cool?
Yeah, let's go.
Awesome. We'll see you in a little bit. Oh, nice hot flour tortilla. A little bit of meat. We'll get a piece of chicken in there. Got to get a pepper. Oh, man, this is looking great. We'll get some avocado. Get a little, throw little beans in there. What do you say? Yeah, I'll throw some beans in there. All right, sprinkle a little cheese. This looks really good. I can't wait to take a bite of this. Israel, what do you think? Should I enjoy this? I think so. Oh my God. That's delicious. I can't even talk to this mouth is full. I'm gonna go in for one more bite. Excellent. You gotta try their fajitas. They're delicious. Thank you everyone for visiting today here at Esparzas Restaurant in Grapevine, Texas. Make sure you come and visit when you're in Grapevine. Great place for margaritas and also great place for food. They're known for their Tex-Mex, but they're notorious for their margaritas. Come on by.